The 2026 Hummer Motorhome has finally arrived, and it feels like a vehicle built to answer one of the most ambitious questions in the automotive world. What if you combine the brute strength of a Hummer with the self-contained convenience of a motorhome? This vehicle is not just another oversized SUV or an RV with a flashy badge, it's an all-in-one adventure machine designed to conquer trails, highways, and campsites while offering the kind of luxury you'd expect from a high-end residence on wheels. In today's review, we're taking a deep dive into the design, performance, features, and practicality of this beast, while asking the real question, does the 2026 Hummer Motorhome actually deliver on the hype, or is it more of a concept stretched into production? Let's start with the exterior because that's the first thing that stops you in your tracks. The Hummer Motorhome looks unapologetically massive. It carries forward the sharp-edged design DNA from the Hummer EV lineup but expands it to proportions that border on military grade. The front end features the signature multi-slot illuminated Hummer grille, and the LED light bar stretches across, announcing its presence with a futuristic glow. But the real showstopper is the motorhome extension integrated seamlessly into the Hummer's truck platform. Instead of looking like a bolt-on camper shell, this motorhome feels engineered from the ground up to be one cohesive unit. The roofline has been raised to allow for full standing height, the sides expand out with hydraulic slide-outs, and the rear section tapers just enough to maintain an aerodynamic profile, which is critical for efficiency on long drives. It's bold, it's boxy, and it looks every bit as intimidating in a campground as it does on a desert trail. Performance-wise, the 2026 Hummer Motorhome is powered by GM's Ultium electric platform, the same foundation that underpins the Hummer EV SUV and pickup but tuned for the demands of a heavier, larger vehicle. You're looking at a tri-motor all-wheel drive system delivering close to 1,000 horsepower and over 11,000 pound-feet of torque. Those numbers sound almost absurd for a motorhome, but they make sense once you realize this isn't just a vehicle to park at an RV site, it's meant to haul itself through sand dunes, rocky trails, and steep inclines with the ease of a specialized off-roader. The 0 to 60 time of under 5 seconds feels unnecessary in a motorhome, yet it's there as part of the Hummer DNA. Range is always a question with electric RVs, and GM claims this beast can push just over 350 miles on a full charge, thanks to an enormous battery pack. Charging supports 800-volt DC fast charging, letting you recover nearly 100 miles of range in about 15 minutes at a high-speed charger. For longer journeys, the Hummer Motorhome also comes with integrated solar panels across the roof, trickle charging the system and powering onboard amenities when parked. Step inside, and this is where the Hummer Motorhome really distinguishes itself from both traditional RVs and typical off-road SUVs. The cabin is designed with a dual-purpose philosophy, rugged utility meets luxury living. The front cockpit feels familiar to anyone who's seen the Hummer EV, with its large digital displays, squared-off steering wheel, and futuristic toggle switches. But swivel those captain chairs around, and suddenly you're facing a full-fledged living area. The designers managed to fit a compact but spacious environment that includes a kitchenette with induction cooking, a refrigerator, a collapsible dining area, and a lounge that doubles as a sleeping space. With the slide-outs extended, the interior volume rivals that of many Class B motorhomes, and you actually get a queen-sized bed tucked neatly in the rear section. Materials are high-end, with sustainable woods, durable recycled fabrics, and plenty of LED ambient lighting that can be customized for mood or efficiency. One of the standout features is the modularity. You can configure the Hummer Motorhome in different layouts depending on your lifestyle. There's an overlander package that emphasizes gear storage, rooftop racks, and off-grid water filtration, perfect for hardcore explorers. Then there's the luxury package, which dials up the comfort with leather seating, upgraded sound systems, and even a compact bathroom with a shower. Yes, you heard that right, this Hummer Motorhome actually squeezes in a wet bath, something rarely seen in a vehicle that can also tackle 35-inch tires and crab walk sideways over rocks. It's a strange but impressive marriage of utility and comfort. Technology plays a huge role here. The infotainment system not only handles navigation and entertainment but also integrates with the motorhome's systems. You can check battery status, control climate zones, extend or retract slide-outs, and even monitor your solar input all from the central touchscreen or a companion smartphone app. Cameras provide a 360-degree view, which is essential for maneuvering something this large. And when you park, the vehicle can level itself automatically using its adaptive air suspension, ensuring your living space is comfortable even if the ground isn't. Off-road features like extract mode, which can raise the vehicle by nearly 6 inches to clear obstacles, carry over from the Hummer EV lineup, meaning this is still one of the most capable adventure vehicles in the world despite doubling as a motorhome. Of course, practicality has to be addressed. Driving a vehicle this large requires confidence and awareness. At nearly 30 feet long when extended and weighing close to 14,000 pounds, the Hummer Motorhome is not for the faint of heart. However, GM has added features like rear-wheel steering and crab walk capability, making it far more maneuverable than you'd expect. Still, you'll need to plan routes carefully, especially when it comes to charging infrastructure. Unlike a gas RV that can refill almost anywhere, you're relying on high-capacity chargers that might not always be in the most convenient locations for cross-country trips. That said, for those willing to plan ahead, the Hummer Motorhome offers one of the most eco-conscious ways to travel in comfort without sacrificing power or performance. Now let's talk cost, because this is where eyebrows start to raise. The 2026 Hummer Motorhome is not cheap. Starting prices hover around $185,000, and with full packages and options, you're looking at north of $220,000. That's firmly in luxury RV territory, and it will inevitably limit the audience. But then again, this isn't a vehicle for the average camper. It's for the enthusiast who wants something different, something futuristic, and something that can double as both a lifestyle statement and a practical escape vehicle. If you compare it to high-end Sprinter conversions or luxury Class B motorhomes, the pricing actually falls in line, especially considering the off-road capability that those competitors simply can't match. In use, the Hummer Motorhome shines brightest when you take it off the beaten path. Imagine driving deep into the wilderness, finding a spot where no traditional RV could ever hope to reach, and setting up camp with all the amenities of home. That's the promise here, and from everything we've tested, it largely delivers. The ride is smooth thanks to adaptive suspension, noise levels are surprisingly low for such a large boxy vehicle, and the sense of security you get inside is unmatched. Whether you're traveling with family, friends, or just using it as a solo adventure rig, the Hummer Motorhome offers flexibility and presence unlike anything else on the road today. To wrap things up, the 2026 Hummer Motorhome is not just a vehicle, it's an experience. It combines the raw power and futuristic engineering of the Hummer EV lineup with the practicality and comfort of a motorhome in a way that feels bold, daring, and surprisingly well executed. It's not perfect, the price, charging logistics, and sheer size will deter many buyers, but for those who want a one-of-a-kind adventure machine, it's hard to think of anything that competes. This is more than just a motorhome, it's a statement about the future of electric travel, outdoor living, and luxury adventure. RevCheck's verdict? The Hummer Motorhome might just redefine what we expect from RVs in the years to come.